Hello and welcome to Thursday. Now, over the past couple of days, I've been watching a show on Netflix called The Irregulars. It's based upon one of Arthur Conan Doyle's works, and one of the acting roles is Sherlock Holmes. However, the show isn't really about him. It is about him in a sense, but there is much more going on. The Irregular stars four or five kids? Five kids. And I just have the Wikipedia article open for quick reference. Stars five kids, four of which are living in the slums, who grew up on the streets, and one who grew up in, well, let's say the opposite of that. I don't want to get too much into spoilers. I don't know how to properly review things without spoilers. I need to learn how to do TV show reviews, and trying to get into that, so excuse me while I talk about this show that's been on my mind recently. The Regulars is a show about these, rowdy group of teens who are exploring London's supernatural goings-on. In the first episode, we see a literal murder of crows. A bunch of, not sure if it's crows or ravens, but either way, they're stealing babies, they're committing crimes. It's very odd. I started watching the show because I was talking about my insatiable love for crime dramas, my very niche crime dramas where they work alongside the police but aren't the police, and the protagonists and their merry band of cohorts would go about doing whatever nonsense. And somebody recommended me this show because I was talking about Elementary, the, let's say, more Americanized recent adaptation of Sherlock Holmes. And I've been slowly working my way through that show again because it's so good. But talking about that, because of that somebody recommended me this show, and while it's not exactly what I'm looking for, and the supernatural aspect kind of put me off, it was interesting and kind of warranted to be talked about, because just new exposure to incredibly old source material that I've never read. I should probably do that. It's something really cool, and I love seeing how people work with and adapt old material for newer audiences. One of these things that I was super passionate about was Cowboy Bebop. The show is incredible. It's like one of the few anime I'll recommend you watch the dubs over the subs. And it's such an incredible show. Timeless classic. I think I actually have, if it's up here, it might not be. It might be over there. But maybe this one? No, it's not. I do have the vinyl soundtrack somewhere. It's probably on that side of the room. It's such a good show. And people were really upset over the Netflix adaptation, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was a fun romp through a series I once knew and loved, and I haven't watched them back to back, but it was just a super cool story, like self-contained story that really put itself through if you give it a chance, it's super fun and super good. And it's quirky, it's everything you kind of want it to be. Don't, give it a try, and it's, I enjoyed it. It's good. For me, at least. And that's kind of how I felt about the, Irregulars. It's good, but it's not for me. While I do enjoy the crime solving, the supernatural stuff isn't really for me, but it's super cool seeing how, oh, this is based on similar source material. just one of the stories that doesn't really get too much attention, and it's been adapted in such a way that's like, oh, this is a nice twist on it. And, adding twisted stories like that is super, super cool. I don't think there's going to be a season 2 because the way they ended it was really nice. It was a quick 8 episodes and pretty odd, for sure. Definitely pretty odd. Like, the first couple episodes stand out to me, while the latter episodes kind of blend their own story. And while I feel like they could expand upon it more, there's really no reason not to. And it was just a nice, quick little few episode jaunty walk. And if you're into like supernatural horror, kind of know the Sherlock Holmes lore, or you would be somewhat interested in it, give it a try. It's a decent show, and while it's not for me and doesn't fit my very specific niche of crime show, might be yours. Anyway, that's what I'm gonna call it here for today. Bit of a rambly one, but it happens sometimes. Thank you all for watching. I hope to see you tomorrow, and until then, later.